It's 5 o'clock somewhere, but right now, you rocking with Noonish.
I feel like I'm the last man standing. 4-5 sitting on my dresser like a bandit. Oh my, why you scared? There ain't no need to panic. I'm on the wave that could sink the Titanic.
Woo! I love staying in shape, especially when I run out of booze. I gotta run to the liquor store. But I never go anywhere without my shot sock. That's right, the shot sock. You might think it's funny, but, well, it is funny. Enjoy. The shot sock for the man in your life who wears socks.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Noonish. Yes, very excited about today's show. Got a very special guest in the building. Another very special guest in the building.
Yes, sir.
And man, I think it's his first time around from
That's
what I
right.
understand.
That's
From
right.
what I understand. Got to introduce myself. I am your host, Jonathan Anderson, CEO of the In Group International, here with our co-host, El Grande Toro, Mr. Mark Clayton right here, and our special guest co-host,
The man.
Mr. Adie von Gontard. Man, happy to have you in the building,
Happy
bro.
to be here.
Definitely
Yeah,
appreciate
happy
you
to be
coming
here.
on the show
That's
today.
how you say it. Like, that's how you say it.
Adie von Gontard.
Von Gontard. Nice.
Yeah.
It was, I mean,
Did I
Like,
hit
he
it
nailed
pretty?
it. Like, he nailed that. Yeah.
When it's spelled,
can't
when
tell you how many
somebody
people
means
butcher it. I
something
can't
to
tell you
you,
how many people butcher it.
So what? Yeah. What do you get? Like,
Von Gannard.
Texas right there.
Every single thing.
Yeah.
Everything but the right one.
everything except for
Exactly.
yeah.
Oh, so you felt like you were like a whole different, like a Hispanic coming to Texas, like hold on, dog.
Exactly.
Like, that's not my name, bro. Like, get it right,
Right.
you know. Nah, but
That's
so
what's up, man.
a lot to talk about, man. Young Money in the house,
That's
dog.
right.
Man, we came a long way pretty quick, you know.
Man.
Young Moolah,
Yeah.
dog. So tell me, Adie, we've known each other for a while.
Of course.
A lot of great times together, bro. And I can't even tell you how appreciative I am to how hospitable you've been to
Yeah.
me through our relationship.
Yeah.
Great friendship. Met through my good friend Ray. Went to high school, played football with Ray. And y'all like brothers at this point,
Right,
man.
that's right.
Y'all like big brother, little brother when I see y'all
That's
around.
right.
It's pretty awesome seeing y'all's dynamics. So, I just want to hear a little bit about how that all came together and how you've grown to, the 60 athletes that you guys are now representing
Sure.
in Young Money.
Sure.
Awesome.
Yeah, so went to SMU, was majoring in real estate finance, and then my junior year, the sports management program came out. So I double majored in that, and once I graduated from college, I started this sports marketing firm and was out there just trying to find appearances here in Dallas. And I always loved sports, grew around sports, so I knew I wanted to do something in sports, but I didn't know where that was going to transition to. So, I was sitting here in Dallas trying to find $1,000 deals, $1,500 deals, saying I'll take 10% of whatever I can find, and calling 100 places a day to get 97 no's, people hanging up on me, 2 maybes, and I'm like, oh, heck yeah, I can actually get it, right?
He's like, do you know who I am? I'm the man.
So
Hang up on me.
So I set it up, and I get $1,000 deals, and I'd be taking 10% because I couldn't ever ask for 20% because I didn't know what I was doing, or I didn't have it. So I'd get $100, and so I was making no money, but I was just grinding.
Yeah.
And I started seeing, unless you were the Tony Romos or Des Bryants, of the time, no one's out there finding appearances for guys. So I grew it from 1 guy to 50 guys, and really the guy that really gave me the first start, his bigger name was Golden Tate when he was in Seattle.
Notre Dame, baby.
Exactly.
Let's get it.
And right around that time, it was exactly when he had that catch, with the
Yeah.
replacement refs that really took
yeah.
off everything.
Yeah.
The catch interception against Green Bay.
Hey, but I've been watching Golden Tate. I'm a Notre Dame
he's-
guy, so
I'm a
that's
Tate
big
fan.
2-3, man.
Exactly,
That's my guy right there. He's a big deal in
Yeah.
Notre Dame when Notre Dame wasn't very, very hot at the time.
That's
Exactly.
a fact. Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
So he was so great to work with, and
That's cool.
went to Seattle, and Seattle's such a hot market to find appearances, and I was doing everything other than what agencies do, right? So I was finding appearances, endorsements, social media, building websites, building clothing line, and really building these guys' brands.
Right.
And all of a sudden you started to see how that translated into, once they went into these markets and became fan favorites, then they get paid more,
Yeah.
So all of a sudden I was doing this niche in the market of all agents loved me because I was just doing their grunt work, and I wasn't certified, so I couldn't do anything contract wise as well. And then I tried to find, hey, how could we think outside the box? And now it's gotten a lot bigger, but I was trying to find equity deals, for clients, and saying rather than take 50,000 or 100,000, what if we get 5% or 10% equity and really build that generational wealth?
Man, that percentage over the dollar. Any day of the week, man.
Yeah,
exactly. Any day of the week.
Did you understand that?
Yeah, absolutely.
As a young, I know today, of course.
Well,
we get that, 1,000%.
Yeah, now, but no, as a young buck, absolutely not.
Right.
Not until I stopped playing baseball, and I was blessed to be around Adam Summers, one of my good friends, and he explained to me super early, hey, talk percentages. Yeah. Don't talk dollars. Talk percentages.
Super early in your career.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
No, not in my career. In my business career. But so this is after I played ball.
Oh, this is after ball. Okay.
Yeah, this is after ball. So I didn't know this until I was 28, 29. Right?
Yeah.
I didn't understand that to that level. So to be able to provide that, information, is huge. That's a game
big
changer,
time,
bro.
I would have loved to have been you would have been like, hey, MC, man, let me out there. I would be like, yes. Wait, a percent. I can have a percent. Right. For real? For real, I can be a part owner of this?
Yeah.
Just because my name? What I do?
Yeah. I mean, it makes me think. And
it took me a long time.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It makes me think about and Young Money has to do with music, so it's not that far off the topic, but it makes me think about how many artists have been just screwed over by the dollar.
It's like, why would I not just do a full service sports agency and build this in-house branded and have all encompassing.
Yep.
So
you wised up and stopped doing it for everybody else,
and not exactly, and just do everything and do exactly, do everything.
Just go and complete this puzzle and get what I need, so we can just move forward.
Exactly.
Call that full stack.
Exactly.
In-house.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah,
that's dope.
So I started APAA Sports, which just stands for me and my three brothers.
I never knew that.
Yeah, really.
That's dope. I always wondered what the APAA. And I always say APAA.
Yeah, that's it. No, and APAA. That's right.
Yeah.
So Andrew, Peter, Alex, Adie. There's four.
Man, that's dope.
Wow.
I never knew what that was. Thank you.
Yeah, and we all built it of just they do all real estate here in Dallas and nationwide, and the whole thing is we're all families. So let's build something together. And they do the real estate, I do the sports, but they're so involved in sports. It's APAA investments. Exactly.
Yeah, and the thing
we all office together, so all the guys are in the office, so they know. Twin brothers both live here in Dallas, and we all office, and then our oldest brother's in St. Louis, and
all very different personalities.
Exactly.
Wow.
It's crazy, bro.
That's really cool.
Crazy. It's crazy, man. Just getting to know you guys, right, and seeing how y'all work, man. And for the longest time, I couldn't tell the difference between Peter and Alex. Yeah, because they're identical.
What changed? How do you see it now?
Well, at the time, it was the beard. I believe Peter had a beard.
That's right.
And then just their mannerisms, very different. Peter is very serious all the time. Alex is he's a very lighthearted character, right? Yeah. And he's more like you than Peter, but he's still got some Peter in him at times, right? So it's like, man, I don't know. I don't know. Josh is a twin, right? So, but yeah, it's very hard to tell the difference between them if you don't know them, if you're not around them enough, for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. So how did y'all get to know each other? That's a pretty crazy story.
Oof. Where was that? What was it, at an event or something?
Was it you came when we had the bar restaurant? You came one time too, right?
I came to the bar restaurant and hung, but because initially I don't know how we ended up talking headphones ultimately, but it had to be through somebody else. Yeah, that we were connected. Yeah, and then it was for me thinking about the relationship and like where we're at. It's like it's really cool because. You're not being from here, but it fit like kind of what was going on in Dallas with the entrepreneurial kind of spirit that's around the city.
Right.
And so as we connected, that's what it was. Right. It was like I was like, yeah, I can get. I got I've been developing headphones. I would love to get some for you and the guys or whoever. Right. Just let me know. Right. And then we was able to.
And you built the custom headphones. Cool as heck. Looked amazing.
Yeah, they were dope. I just saw the packaging and the headphones for the first time.
It was all first class and looked amazing.
I'd want some, So what is after starting your own firm and your own group, I guess we can call it. What did you see was the most challenging side of it for you? Even though you had the experience working for the other companies or whatnot, what was the most challenging part of it?
Just getting your foot in the door. I mean, obviously starting at zero and trying to build it, and these agencies that have been established, and at the same time, so I had APAA Sports, and then Young Money Sports was starting their own agency, right? And Wayne really did it because they say all athletes want to be rappers and all rappers want to be athletes, right?
There's no truth to that.
And Wayne, was always around these athletes and realizing there's not anyone really trying to help, other than getting the percentage on the contract. There's so much more to that, but are they really out there? It's on to the next guy, and these football careers are less than 3 years is the average, right? So like the agents are thinking, okay, next guy up, and like Wayne was like, we've been so blessed on the music side, there's got to be a better way to do this. And he started Young Money Sports, and when he did, all these other agencies started reaching out, saying, hey, we'll pay X, Y, Z, to use the name, all right? And Wayne was like, I'm not going to do, something for this quick fix money, right? He's been blessed with what he's done on the music, so we're going to build this the right way. So we literally were introduced and sat down and just kind of just shared the same vision of we're going to build this and be able to, be a powerhouse, but we're going to do it the right way, where we're going to look at every single player and help in every single category. It's not just quick on the contract and then on to the next guy. It's building them a brand, which is what I saw and what, Wayne and Cortez and Mac really saw of, the brand can outlive your career, and when you're done playing at 35 or 40, if you build that brand, it can be even more successful than what you did exactly. And you got to start that today rather than wait until you've blown up and you're a superstar and oh shoot, now let's try to figure out the brand too. So
after the fact.
Exactly.
So he's been a great partner.
Amazing.
See, that's
awesome.
the difference between reality and public perception.
Exactly.
Man.
And that's
it's like it's crazy. I'm just saying, like, a lot of people wouldn't think that Wayne would care enough. It maybe just slap his name on it and move on about it, but he cares about the business. He cares about the relationships and the brand. So I think there's value there. That's awesome.
And to that point, like alluding to the openness of him in terms of doing business, how was that initiated? Who initiated or?
So we sat down with Cortez Bryant and Mac Main, who are the CEO, COO of Young Money Entertainment. That had Nikki, had Drake, and it had Wayne, and they were childhood best friends growing up. All grew up in New Orleans, and are all still so close. And they were really, spearheading of the agency part of it, and again, never jumping. Hey, let's just figure this out today, and go, right? It was more, we got to make sure we have the right partners, because as long as we have the right partners, we can be successful and do this for a long time and have an amazing time doing it and really help people, and leave a mark and build that, again, generational wealth that's really like why I started the agency, and why they started it. It's great to come into the league and make 20 million, right? But how do you make that 20 million, make 20 more million, exactly. Make it 50 million, 100 million, right? And, that vision was just so aligned that we said, let's just partner and let's just build this, the right way. And now we're going into our fifth draft together. Right now we have 60 guys. Yeah, that was crazy.
That's crazy. It flew by. It's like crazy, that, man. So it's I always think about just how significant it is for someone that has no idea how to handle that amount of money. To have someone alongside them to show them the correct things to do and how not to. If you want to blow this portion right here, but make sure that you got this working for you. So, hats off to you guys, man, and having that vision and foresight, because a lot of these agents, they don't care. They don't care. They just want to pad their own pockets, man.
To that point, do you guys have something like a fund also that, everybody that's under you guys' belt, that they can participate in? Because you got the development piece too. So
really, we try to educate, and it's so great of all of us officing in Dallas, and my brothers being there in real estate, that like I was saying, the guys come into the office all the time, right? And rather than the other thing that, we'd never do is say, hey, invest here and, we got to take a percentage or whatever. It's more of, hey, we're going to show you how we're doing this, right? And here's the ideas, and hey, like we always say, like mailbox money, right? Like go park $1 million and have it, producing $100,000 a year in rent, right? Go spend, and going back to go blow that 100,000 if you want, right? Because you're never touching the principal. Exactly.
Keep the principal.
And it's like a piece of, it's like a pizza, right? A whole pie. And whatever's kicking off, go ahead and spend it. It doesn't matter because the pie's still there. But don't spend $1 million because now you're worth $980,000. So we just try to show our guys, and like educate them so that they can be like, oh my gosh, and no one's ever explained that to me, and there's nothing monetary that we're getting by doing it other than you're doing the right thing and you're really building, and to that it's more important than making the money, so that they can say, man, I can really leave this for my kids. And then in real estate, it's just a finite of real estate, right? So there's not like we're getting more and more people in the world, but there's not more real estate being built, So if you can park your money, it's obviously appreciating, and even in any downturn, it's going to appreciate, as long as you hold it. So keep it for as long as you want, live off the dividends of it, and then sell it and make a profit as well. So just trying to educate them and show them.
Baby. Education, baby, rules the nation.
That's what it is.
So how big was it for you to have your first round pick in Quentin Williams? Was he the third pick of the draft? 2 years ago?
Yep, exactly.
He has some great interviews, by the way.
I know.
He's the best.
Bro. He's hilarious, man. He's hilarious, bro.
Hilarious.
Like seems like a very humble kid that just didn't realize he had the talent that he had.
Amazing. Amazing person, amazing kid, and just so down to earth. So like he's marketed himself so well just by being himself, you know, and like
and then showing up on the field as a monster.
Yeah, this second year has been unbelievable for him. I know. I'm just, and he has an older brother that that no one even talks about, but was drafted in the third round that same year. Quincy Williams, who plays for the Jaguars.
Well, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Quentin and Quincy.
Exactly.
That's crazy, man. That's huge for the family.
Exactly.
Two draft picks in the same year. Yeah, bro. That's awesome. Is he also a Young Money guy as well? So that's a family culture right there. You I love it, man. I love it. So, a lot of people, and we've only really talked about the football players, but you guys have basketball players, you've got softball players.
Exactly.
I mean, baseball players.
Exactly.
Right? So, how has it been? So, you started with basketball? Is that correct?
Yeah, I got certified 8 years ago in basketball, and was same thing of just we started instead of having the Quentin Williams and the number 3 overall pick to start. I started weren't projected to be draft picks, and looking back on it now, 8-9 years ago, it was the best thing ever because rather than having a top 5 pick and just waiting for the phone to ring, I had the guys that are not supposed to get drafted, so I got to bang down every single door. I got to call the front office and be like,
you build relationships.
Now it's helped me so much now that
that's awesome.
And these guys have just also being younger, these guys have continued to grow in the organization of going from director of player personnel to assistant GM to now GM. So they've all grown as we've grown. So now. Fast forward now, and we just had the number 5 overall pick in basketball. We have Willie Cauley-Stein.
And that also shows that you're not just in this for the quick dollar, man.
Exactly.
You're in this for the person, right? Because I was confused by the strategy because that's when, when he was first kicking off, and it was like, man, we're looking for, we don't want those guys right now. We're looking for these guys that we can, help get them into the draft and, be draftable. And, just like I said, like I told you, man. It's been an amazing experience for me watching you guys grow the way that you have.
It's been so much fun.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. So the OU, you got OU softball players. OU seems like a hotbed for Young Money, man.
Yeah.
Got some athletes up there in Oklahoma.
Lolo in the house, right?
Exactly.
Oh, man.
She's pretty good at what she does, right?
I mean, I have a lot of Sooners now. Lane is over there.
Exactly. Didi was
over there. Ogo, man. Ogo had a game.
Yeah, no, he did.
Hey, man.
Last weekend.
Yeah.
I didn't realize, I know we're going to talk about it, that the Rams' defensive line was what it was.
Oh, yes.
Without Aaron.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know that.
Without Aaron went out.
And they were still at Russell.
Yeah. I obviously knew that.
Yeah.
No doubt. No doubt whatsoever.
So just to clarify, I know the least about sports.
Yeah.
Anybody in the room.
That's why on the, that's why we got the tech and the current events with Jonas, man. But hey, he's only one game behind us, from his picks.
On the picks,
yeah. And he picked a game we both picked against. We both went Seattle. He was like the Rams. We were like, why? He was like, they got horns.
It always happens like that. The most logical pick is never the right one. You're like, that's so easy to figure out.
Oh, yeah, bro, that was a trip, man. So
that was good.
Yeah, man. So I don't know if you're familiar with the show, but typically we like to just start out the show, let the world get to know you a little bit, man. Willie Cauley-Stein of the Dallas Mavericks, man, 3-0 since he's been starting with us,
3-0 is the starter. KP coming back to. I mean, they're gonna have
they're gonna be nice.
Unbelievable chance now.
Ring things.
Hey,
ring things.
It's a good possibility. I'll tell you that much. Our team today is much better than that championship team was.
I agree.
Talent. You're talking about talent-wise. Yeah, maybe not experience. We got a young squad.
They got it.
But they didn't have nearly as much talent as this team does.
And they got so much depth, too.
Yeah. And, man, I tell people, man, people have been crazy about Pop all the time. I'm like, what? Rick Carlisle beat Pop with less talent.
Bro. Rick Carlisle awesome,
I think Rick Carlisle is the best coach in the NBA, quiet as kept, right?
Arguably,
but we need to keep it that way so nobody comes in here and tries to get it.
Exactly.
Move them out to LA.
It's like we're like
he just lets the players play, they're able to relate so much, and he just looks for the best and is just always trying to obviously get the best, but help every single step and show the different ways. And, he's just a great players coach that is so dang knowledgeable on the whole thing. So
I saw a picture you had with like Cuban and Jeter, bro. Like I was like, man, dude, bumping shoulders with some cats right here. That's serious.
That was a Jeets Steiner Sports event, where Mark and Derek were talking on just sports and everything, and that was an unbelievable experience just being there. That's some knowledge that you can live with, man. That's success. That's a lot of success right there in those two guys alone, right?
Easy.
Yeah, but man, like in the show, like so we talk sports, we talk tech, we talk current events. We typically start with sports and NCAA. While it's going on, NCAA football is a topic, right? That we're gonna jump this thing off with.
That'll be quick.
Alabama, we're good to go.
It was one game, right? It was one game. It's a pretty significant game on Monday.
God, yeah.
Hey, I was wrong. I was wrong a lot this weekend.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be closer than that.
Yeah, me too.
Alabama had some grown men out there, man.
They did.
Like, I stopped watching, bro. Watching.
Yeah, we'll lick our wounds.
I stopped.
I was like, I can't believe it.
Yeah. Because Ohio State, so how big of a gap was it between Alabama and Clemson? You know what I mean? Like, that's one by what, like 30?
So, I think 2 or 3 of Ohio State's defensive line did not play.
Yeah.
Which makes a world of a difference. Because Mac was chilling.
Yeah.
Look over there. One play. Man. to the sophomore kid, number 9. I can't remember his name right now. He said, looked right, spent time over there, made it all the way back and threw really to the sideline.
So
a dart.
Were these untimely COVIDs or were these punk moves like Ella said last
week? Were these business decisions?
Yeah, were they business decisions?
I think they were business decisions.
These were unrelated COVID.
Yeah. So
they had the Joey Bosa effect go off at Ohio State.
And I don't think neither one of them are going to be number 2.
Oh, man. These kids, boy.
That's tough. Mm-hmm.
These kids, man, it's like,
that will make that big of a difference in the game. Absolutely.
Yes, it will. Yep. Yes, it will. Because, your cover guys can only cover for so long. Right. If they're running around all day, dog, I'm about to play some backyard football. It's not like they got the best cover guys. And let me tell you, Alabama's got some receivers too, bro.
Unreal.
One in particular. Unreal.
Well, so, and speaking of that guy, like he's really close to the Young Money head, New Orleans. Coming from Amite, man, old Devontae Smith, man. I got to see if I can hook y'all up because that guy there is serious, bro.
Yeah.
But he's a different player, huh?
Yeah.
Man, don't come around very often. That's for dang sure.
No.
He reminds me, and we've been talking about this. He reminds me of remember Black Mamba from Oregon? The way he just slides around the field, they don't slow down. Oregon University, he was drafted like 2 years, not John Ross. It was another kid that came out of Oregon University. And they nicknamed him Black Mamba. I cannot think of his name, and I should have looked it up beforehand.
Indeed.
But he was a beast of a receiver and flies, man. Just those long strides, and they don't slow down in cuts. Like, that is special to watch, man. And that kid's hands, bro. He was making NFL catches. You know,
he's a
D'Anthony Thomas.
D'Anthony Thomas, bro.
Okay.
He reminds me of D'Anthony Thomas. The way he moves and the way he runs, bro. But better. I'm sorry. He's got better hands. Better hands.
He went to the Ravens.
Yeah.
Yeah, he played D'Anthony Thomas was a very twitchy receiver who was elite. And he could stop on the dime. And he could turn on the dime.
They look the same running.
They do. What he doesn't, he was not a natural receiver.
Yeah.
And and I don't know where he stood in regards to football IQ.
Mm-hmm.
But when I watched Devontae, and what he is twitchy. Yeah. But he's more smooth than he is twitchy. Yes. And how he runs, it's really fast, but for receivers, sometimes when you like that, the ball when it comes off, it looks similar to being in the outfield,
like catching a fly ball running on your hips.
Absolutely, yeah. And so I like that kind. Comparison in regards to how fast and how he moves. But I think for him, I would always say like, dude, this kid is similar to like a young Marvin Harrison more so because he is twitchy, but he's really smooth at the same time.
And faster than Marvin, right?
It was like Marvin was 4.3s.
Was it really?
Yeah.
See,
Marvin was 4.3.
I gotta go back and watch
like
Marvin,
mid-4.3s, bro.
I had for the longest, I had the mentality that Peyton made Marvin, bro. You know,
him. He was like he ran 4.39.
But I knew that
he was very smooth.
100 catches a year, just about every year.
Every year. But what it does is slow the ball down. It slows the game down. Yeah. Because of his smoothness and because of I think his mentality is a huge part of it. It's almost like he's business as usual. Yeah. And it's a beautiful thing. I absolutely love that because I tell my receivers often, look, the only play that matters is the next one. Yeah. If you're in this one, if you're talking shit on this play or whatever, like that's you can do. I'm not saying that that's not a thing that you can do and still be successful, but for longevity, you're more likely to be successful focusing on the next play. Yeah. And bro, like I saw Devontae burn a kid on a go route. Like and the guy was playing up, right? And he didn't touch him. He didn't touch him. And he wasn't the off receiver. He wasn't off. He was on the line. It was press. And just the guy didn't touch him, bro. Yep. And I was like, man, all right, this guy's special right here, man. I recorded that one actually. Yeah. Sent it to my guys. I said, look at this. Yeah. Speed release. Take the shoulder away. Yes. He ain't gonna that was clinic. We call it clinic. That was a clinic. Yeah. In the game. Yeah. That was beautiful. And then for the life of me, I don't understand why these colleges don't teach more of this. But the catch that he made on the sideline, like 2 feet, NFL catch. Yeah. You either got it or you don't. Like this is what you're preparing for, right? If you're at the college level playing football, I think you're preparing for the NFL. Indeed. And I get tired of seeing kids make 1-foot catches. The difficulty on 2-foot catches is difficult. Yeah. And in college, a 1-foot catch counts. Yeah, it does. So let it count. Yeah. No, but when I see a 2-foot catch, I know, right? Real talk, like, why not? Yeah, why not? Like, if you can't, why not work at? Remember that conversation we had about professional development versus college development? Yes. College coaches are here to win. They are. They're not here to send you on to the next level. A lot of them are. Nick Saban, on the other hand, he gets his guys ready for that next level. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. And I don't know. That guy's impressive, man, and I'm excited to see what he does moving forward in his career, man. Yep. But that game was not as entertaining as I thought it would be.
I agree.
Yep. Who'd you pick?
I thought the easy pick's Alabama, but I didn't think it was going to be. But how about Alabama? How can they it's like, well, who's going to be number one next year? Alabama? Like how every single year they reload.
What's that? His 7th national championship? Like that's crazy.
But next year they'll
do it again.
Be just as good. Like it's like a in and out, just
it's a machine,
continue to oil real machine. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, really well oiled machine.
It's unbelievable.
Mac Jones is not bad either.
They use
they didn't put in my car or whatever.
Synthetic something or another. But yeah, Mac Jones, he's not bad. Mac Jones is gonna be
ain't no pencil.
He's a high round prospect as well, playing quarterback. It's hard to tell that that guy, smart guy, right? Can put the ball where it needs to be. Right. He knows what he's doing out there. But props to Alabama for doing doing what they do, man, winning
Yeah.
national championships
Impressive,
on the
isn't it?
regular, bro.
Yeah.
But last week in the NFL,
NFL, yeah.
moving on, we
Yeah.
had some playoff games that were quite entertaining for the most part. I think the most entertaining was that Nickelodeon game. But hey, if those teams weren't on Nickelodeon, I don't think anybody would have watched that, because that's kind of like Alabama going versus like SMU. Did I say SMU? I don't mean to stomp on the whole time. My bad. TCU, man. But the Bears, man, they actually played a much better defense than I thought. But we'll start with that Ravens game, though, bro. Tell me about it, man.
Ravens, we handled up. I mean, congrats, Lamar, getting the monkey off the back, baby.
Man.
One playoff win.
Yes.
Another, hopefully coming this week.
Yeah.
And I was like, look, we live to fight another day.
Yep.
And so, it wasn't pretty.
Yeah.
I would say the one play.
That 50-yard run.
Pretty.
Oh, that was beautiful. And then the play to ice it. The cake.
And then the icing the cake.
The tunnel sweep or whatever it was.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. I mean, but at the end of the day, obviously our defense stepped up. We shut Derrick Henry down like that. That was the name of the game.
That's crazy.
That was the name
Not
of the
easy
game.
to do.
No.
How many
Only
yards?
us and Green Bay did it.
How many yards did he end up with?
40 something, I think. Yeah.
Woo.
Yep.
Green Bay shut down Derrick Henry?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That's
Yep.
odd.
Yep. Well, Green Bay actually they have a front that's a problem. Preston Smith, Zadarius, who was a Raven, and then Big 9-7 in the middle, who's a problem. Adams, like they got. Don't get it twisted now, and that's why I'm looking forward to this game this weekend with them.
Yeah. So this is
it's gonna be good.
This is a completely different Green Bay we're talking about than
No.
Green Bay's of past.
Well, exactly.
I know
the
they've
last
always
year's Green
had,
Bay
like-
team was defensively, driven. Like Aaron was Aaron, but
Yeah.
I mean, them going to the NFC Championship, that was defense.
But coaching philosophy versus what the Cowboys now have in place from Green Bay, completely different. Is
Agreed.
what I'm saying.
Absolutely. Yeah, it was. It's a total change
For sure.
Yeah,
But,
man. So you had some Young Money boys going off last week, man, in that Indianapolis Colts and Buffalo Bills game, right?
Yeah.
So tell me about it, man. Yeah, bro.
No, I mean, shoot, this weekend we got guys on the Chiefs, we got guys on the Rams, guys on the Bucks.
Yeah.
I love just watching playoff games, and I don't have to root for any team. You just
Where you watching at?
I watch it.
What's your setup like?
I know I need to get like 8 TVs on the walls because I have to keep rotating between game and game, and I have my phone and my iPad here and looking at like the stat line. But I love it so much more. Growing up in Virginia, I used to be a Washington fan. Before I ever got into the sports, and they couldn't win a game to save their lives, so it was hard as heck to watch. And then. Came here and everyone's like, "You're gonna be a Cowboys fan." I was like, "No, there's no way you could." No, I know I didn't. I was like, "No way, no way you could." And then now going in, and now you just watch for your guys. And it's the best part ever because especially when they're playing against each other, you're like, "Well, who do you want to win?" I want the offense to win, and I want the defense to win.
So I saw y'all were represented by like 9 teams last weekend.
Exactly.
Like guys in Seattle, Indianapolis, just about every team in the playoffs.
Jaron Reed, who had 2 sacks.
Yeah.
He's from Alabama again. I mean, just unbelievable player, and just continues to get better and better.
So when you sign a guy, let's say a Quentin Williams from Alabama, does that kind of lead other Bama boys to you type deal?
That's a good question. I mean, I think like Alabama's like a fraternity, I mean, having Quentin, having Jaron Reed. I think now that the season's over, they're working on some Alabama guys right now in recruiting. I mean, I think it's easy to want to go to Alabama. I mean, to try to recruit in Alabama because they're gonna have 13 guys. They're gonna have 13 guys a year.
Literally the Mecca.
So just park in Alabama after the season and start doing the interviews and get one of them. There's gonna be 13 of them, so might as well. But I think it's a fraternity, and obviously seeing Quentin's success and going high, and then seeing everything he's done. Off the field, the Tide commercial, with Mark Ingram was. He's just such.
He's a character, man.
Amazing personality, and just
he's a character.
So funny and just authentic. Nothing's forced, nothing's scripted. It's just him. It's just him.
It's natural. Naturally,
and just a great guy. Like just
humble, man.
hard to root against. That's for sure.
Yeah, man. For
Hard to
sure.
root against.
I'm a fan, man. I'm a fan.
Yeah.
So, was it Bills and Colts, man? That was a good game.
Yeah.
It really was.
Phillip Rivers, man, I love watching him compete, but man, I guess it's just
It's
not.
too short.
It's not. Yeah, it's not. He
It's
always
not
just
enough.
comes up a little
Just
short.
a little short. Just
You
not
know,
enough.
Just that one turnover,
And
wrong time.
Wrong time.
It was before the halftime this week.
Yep.
And they just
We also decided to not kick.
yeah. That was
That's tough.
so Frank
That's
made
tough.
some
I mean, but,
decisions I didn't understand in that one, bro. That
You
was some
convert,
decisions.
you score.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
But you don't.
Yeah.
That momentum.
That momentum,
Your favorite
man.
word.
You can't
it's
see
still,
Intangible.
but you can feel it, and it's there.
it lingers.
Yeah, bro.
Not in their favor.
Like wind.
Yeah.
Like, man, so yeah, that kind of shifted things a little bit. And Buffalo, balling, bro.
Balling, bro.
Josh
Allen, man.
Oh, man.
Third year.
They're scary.
Yeah.
They
Well,
are scary.
They're scary.
Mhm.
I
The
would not
progress
play
he
it.
made is crazy.
I feel
Crazy.
that, if anybody is going to give Kansas City a challenge,
It's not going to be Cleveland.
No. What my boy Claypool say? He said Cleveland, they're going to get what? They're going to get he was
Oh, yeah, that baby clap.
Yeah, they're going to get clapped this weekend. So they're going to get clapped this weekend.
Everybody
Hey,
get clap. Yep.
I'm anxious to see what they do, man. Kansas City comes out because I'm sure that they have, they're healthy now, I'm sure.
Yep.
Right? That rookie, I can't ever get his name right. The rookie running back from LSU.
Clyde Edwards.
Clyde
Be
Edwards,
back.
yeah. Sing, what,
I like him.
Eclair?
Clyde Edwards Hilaire.
Hilaire. See, that's what I was
Yeah,
that
I
gets
like
me,
him.
man. It gets me.
I like him a lot.
Yeah, I do too. And then, but they're creative enough to be able to use him and Le'Veon Bell
Oh, for
effectively.
sure. Yeah.
And I'm anxious to see
Yeah.
what Eric Bieniemy and
Yeah.
Andy Reid have drawn up for this game, bro.
Oh,
That's
God.
gonna be great.
I love what they do.
Yeah.
And then they've been doing this for before Pat Mahomes now.
Yeah.
Like, they've had
Yeah.
some schemes that,
Yeah.
like, Kansas City been in the playoffs
Yeah.
consistently.
And
Since he's been there now.
I don't mean to backpedal back to NCAA, but man, the way that Alabama was using
Oh, God.
Devontae Smith in
Sarkisian,
those
man.
motions, like he would act like he's going in motion and come back out. One time I saw him go in motion towards the line,
Yeah.
towards the backfield.
Yo.
They snapped the ball. He went back this way. The defender, the
Yeah,
first
he was lost.
touchdown, the defender
Yeah,
ran
he was
clear
lost.
across field,
Yep.
thinking Devontae was going to be over there.
Yep. Yeah.
6, you know what I mean?
That's beautiful.
But just
Beautiful.
watching, I love watching those schemes like that. And Andy and Eric Bieniemy, man, I'm anxious to see what they do this weekend.
Yeah,
But
likewise.
yeah, man, that Buffalo Bills and that Colts game was good. And then there was a lot of good games this weekend.
Yeah, we did.
Who else? The Browns and the Steelers. I couldn't believe.
The
How
start.
it started.
Yeah.
I mean, it was the best start of a game you want,
man,
and it was the absolute worst start of a game that you want.
from one of your most consistent players
Oh,
from
my-
your Pro Bowler, bro. Pouncey's been a Pro Bowl center for how long now?
You couldn't script that.
Pouncey, I don't even know. I mean,
That
yeah,
guy,
he's
he's solid.
he's etched in
He's
every
solid,
year,
yeah.
essentially.
so
Man,
so
it's
to
crazy.
see that,
It
man,
was-
it's just like, man, they had some bad juju.
Hey, the best clip I seen over the weekend, well, after that game, was like Monday, I think it was, and then it was Juju. It was probably mid, late, I don't know. Anyway, Juju had to get him a little TikTok dance in while he was on the
yeah,
line.
during the game, yeah.
You saw?
Yeah.
Oh, God. That's like he had to get one last
Yeah.
one.
Man,
I was like, oh, my
come
God.
on, man.
They're
So
getting their ass beat.
Yeah,
Still sliding one in, man.
that's what you do when you run Antonio Brown and Le'Veon Bell off. You know, now you got TikTokers, right? You got the whole team following the
TikTokers, man.
best TikToker in the league
Hands
instead of
down.
scoring touchdowns.
That's not a rating on Madden.
Yeah,
bro.
bro, it's all good though. It's all good.
TikTok badge on that.
Yeah, man. So that Rams and Seahawks game, bro. Like we talked about it a little bit, but they got after Russ, man. And there was no Russ.
you can do
I felt
about
like
it.
he was defeated, bro.
It was.
That's the first time I've seen him just like, I don't know what to do.
Yep.
And my
Drive
boy
after
Jalen
drive.
Ramsey, woo,
Beast.
man, that boy shut down
Worth
who we
every
thought was
penny.
the beast.
Worth every penny, answer.
Yeah, we thought. What's my guy?
DK.
DK. We thought
DK got
was
loose. He got loose, but the D line messed it up.
man.
DK got loose. Like he was open. You could. I mean, they showed where he was running open.
Yeah.
But that's the beauty. That's the beauty of having a defensive line that gets after a quarterback.
Yep.
Because he had there was definitely a touchdown. On the post play.
Yeah.
And Russ got hit. By Aaron.
That's what we're talking about.
An inaccurate pass.
Hey, that D line can make that secondary look great. And that's usually how it is, and vice versa. But that's usually how it is. And they got after him, man, and that just deflated him. And we picked Seattle because Russ that's one of those guys you can count on, right? Until you meet 2020 St. Louis Rams defense. For the third time this year.
St. Louis.
And I heard a stat. I heard an amazing stat, bro.
What was it?
So the head coach for LA.
Sean
McVay, with a lead at halftime, he is 37-0.
Really?
Wow.
That's
37-0. That means you know how to finish a game.
That's a finish.
At a young age.
At a young age. That's incredible, right? Like, geez, man.
That's crazy.
Like, stuff like that blows my mind because I see the Cowboys giving up leads like left and right, like it's supposed to happen that way.
And Atlanta.
Atlanta, man. They
giving up leads.
Man, I think they're 0-37 with a lead going into the fourth.
Like no other.
7 minutes left in the fourth with a lead. Atlanta is losing.
They're losing.
They just give them away.
You know how they do the percentages to win? Right? But when it's Atlanta, it's like 97% to lose. 14-point lead. So NFL, I guess they're trying to attract some more kids back to the game. They had the game on Nickelodeon. You know why?
Why is that?
Because the youth numbers are decreasing tremendously.
Oh yeah,
so
CTE and everything.
So you're a flag guy. You play flag. You've played.
I played.
You play. Yeah, we've all played flag, and so we got a group that's moving into flag actually. So we're looking at purchasing like a flag situation. The numbers are over the last 5 years a decrease in youth tackle football of 15 to 20%, and an increase in youth flag football at the same percentage.
Really? So they're just shifting over.
They're just leaving tackle and going to flag.
I mean, I think that makes sense. I don't believe there's really a reason for the youth to be out there hitting like that, right? I'd rather them know the X's and O's by the time that their bodies have developed than get there with beat up bodies and not know the X's and O's.
Indeed.
Right?
Yeah. Just running and banging.
Yeah, because there's so much to learn.
It was fun. Don't get I started when I was 5 years old.
Yeah,
and my dad said, "Hey, just right there, right here in this right chest, just helmet right there, boom."
Yeah,
good. I was like, okay. I hit a kid, and I hit one kid, and he cried.
Yeah,
and I was like, probably like 6 or just anyway. But that I was like, oh, this is gonna be fun.
Yeah,
like it was awesome. Breaking that hat, like it was awesome.
I thought you were gonna say you felt bad.
Yeah.
No.
I will say that.
That's how I was a natural. Like this kid.
You want another report, man?
No, I'm good.
I will say I got a concussion playing flag football.
Yeah?
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
he gets physical at times. I've seen
at the competitive levels, like for sure.
Yeah.
Like right now, this weekend coming up, just so y'all know, Flag Football World Championships is happening in Panama City, Florida, with $50,000 pot. But who's going to be there are the most elite flag football players in the world. And I don't know if y'all saw, like the AFFL for like a hot second was a thing. It was on NFL Network.
I saw one of them flag football, and it was on TV, and it was like former NFL players.
Yeah, the production was awesome. Yeah. But the guys who won that beat the NFL players by, I don't know, it was like 27-6. Wasn't even fucking close, at all. And so the level of flag is insane. And so those guys, a lot of those guys all over the world are going to Panama City this week. But back to what we're talking about. The growth in flag at the youth level is tremendous.
Yeah.
And that's where they started NFL flag, but that Nickelodeon deal was, awesome and strategic, and you need it. They have to have it.
It was pretty wild, man. Seeing the slime and seeing SpongeBob in the goalpost.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's
What? Is that SpongeBob?
Yes.
But
and then hearing Cordell Patterson say "fuck" over this.
Oh yeah, bro. That's my guy too. I love Cordell Patterson, man. That guy, he's so good.
He is so good.
I got an alert on my phone that said the first cuss word on Nickelodeon just happened. I was like, wow, that's hilarious, and I missed it. It's all good. Yeah. But man, I think that's did we go into the Browns Steelers game? We went into that one, right? Pretty good, pretty in depth. I mean, it was a shellacking, bro.
It happened early.
I told y'all I didn't trust Ben, man. That boy was throwing the Browns receivers like he was Baker Mayfield. I think he had more completions than Baker did. He might have had more yards.
Like Baker touched his shoulder and had Ben with the back and
back. Yeah. Ben was like, "Hey man, how do you dance like that? Juju got me over here doing these TikTok dances." Let me just start throwing at the Browns and feel like you for a second. Oh man. But nah, man. So that was a shocker. So let's move on to our picks, man. We got another week of picks. Adie, you can join in for the playoff picks this week, man. Right. So on to the next round, past the wild card round. It's going to be a great set of games this week, starting with the Chiefs and the Browns. Right? Two solid squads. Yep. How you feel about it? Adie, we'll start with you, bro. What do you think? Who's going to take that one?
I think it's going to be closer than you think.
Yeah?
I know everyone thinks Chiefs are going to win by a lot. Chiefs are going to win, I believe. I think it's going to be a lot closer than you think.
You think, is the Browns defense a little better than where
I just think the moment. I always believe in momentum too, and they're coming in hot. I can't pull the stats up out of my head, but the bye hurts a lot, and they rested their stars on week 17 too, so you're going 2 weeks off. So
that live game timing is off a little bit, right?
Exactly. Yeah. So I'm taking the Chiefs. I just think it's going to be. I don't think it's going to be by 21.
Gotcha.
I think it's going to be
a pretty close game.
I think it's going to come down the wire.
Not 21, 20.
No, by 7 or less.
7 or less? That's good. So that's probably 45 to 30. Yeah. Something like that. Gonna be, I think some points are going to be scored on one side for sure. Jonas, who you got in that game?
I had Chiefs. I'm with you on that. Chiefs take it.
Yeah. I think there's a NFL playoff bracket. Oh, there it is. It's popped up on our end. Bracket. So, we got the records here. Mark and I are 3-3. Jonas followed by 2-4. I wish I would have gone with that logic with the Rams and the Horns. It would have made a lot of sense, because he's right on our tails right now, Yeah. And then Ellis came with the clutch pick last week with the Browns. Man, that's okay. Got you. But what you got for this week on the Browns?
So I'm definitely going with the Chiefs, and I believe Adie is correct because they run the ball. And I think they're going to need about 200, 250 yards rushing. Yeah. And not like big plays that happen like a 60-yarder and they score and there's still a lot of time on the clock. Yeah. But like consistent blows.
They need the clock.
They eat the clock. And that's the best way to beat Pat Mahomes is keep him off the field.
Keep him off the field. That is by far the best defense.
Yeah, bro.
So I think they got that because I love Chubb and I love Kareem. Boy, them boys is tough back there.
Good.
I like KC because I like KC. Yeah. They are explosive. They have a. We don't even talk about their defense much, but their defense, bro, like they're still top 15, but they have a very formidable defense. And that guy up front, Chris Jones, he's a nightmare.
He's surprisingly Chiefs got a pretty good defense, man, as well. Did you already make your pick as well? Mr. Bull?
Chiefs.
Chiefs all the way? Right on. I'm going Chiefs, man. That's my Super Bowl pick, so I got to roll with it. Got to roll with it, man. Y'all's pick got ousted last week. I just wanted to make that clear. But next we got another good game with the Bills and the Ravens.
Yes, sir.
Is there some home cooking coming from this pick right here?
Yes, sir.
A little home cooking?
Maybe a little bias.
Yeah?
Just a tad. Just a little bit. But the Ravens winning, baby. I'll tell you what. There's something in, I think, the psychology of understanding who the Ravens defense is.
Yeah.
And I don't know, for whatever reason, it's weird. Like, people play into it.
Yeah.
Like, we've built that for so long that it matters.
Yeah, even if they suck,
Even if they suck,
teams think the Ravens, they still think Ravens losers on the field.
Exactly. But no, I think we ride. You know, we ride last week. Offensively, I feel like we found us in a way that was very creative and made teams cover the whole field.
Yeah.
When we played Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
And we've been doing that, and then obviously Tennessee struggled with that, and we had a really big game on the ground. So I think we ride that, and it, you know, it's difficult for Buffalo, and then our defense smothers Josh more than he has been so far.
How did the Bills beat the Ravens in the regular season, or did the Ravens beat the Bills in the regular season? I know they played, but I don't remember.
In the regular season, we won in the regular season.
Yeah, I do know they played. But Adie, who do you have in this game? That's a good one.
I'm going against Mark.
You going with the Bills?
I'm going against I'm going with
Yeah, Bills Mafia one time, man.
I think they're the scariest team in the AFC.
I do too, man. Hey, that
And they're at
relationship-
home. I think Bills are gonna win.
Yeah, man. Hey, Josh Allen.
He's scary, and I just think you don't know what the Ravens are gonna show up.
He's built rapport with Cole Beasley and Mark's favorite receiver very quickly.
Yep.
Very quickly. And that guy went off again this week.
Yeah, he did.
Right? Had another 100-plus yard game, I believe.
Yep.
So, you know, Jonas, who you got in this game?
I mean, you know, Adie's right. They're tough.
No,
Those are no joke.
You got to have some thick skin living in Buffalo.
You gotta have some thick skin living in Buffalo. Yeah. But on the other hand, you know,
The Ravens?
We're on 6.
I believe it's because it was 5 coming to the playoffs, wasn't it?
No, I think it was like 4.
No, 'cause
it was Cleveland got us off the
Yeah,
shot.
they-
and then we ran 2 Jacksonville and then Tennessee.
they threw away a couple just to
Yeah.
just to mess the odds.
But to that point, it's going to be new. We haven't played them. Well, we didn't play that division this year. So
Oh, they didn't play them
will
this
be
year?
our first
Okay, I'm
matchup this
thinking
year.
about
They
last
played them
year.
last year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thinking about
So
last year.
it's
So, yeah,
all
it'll be
new
a first
ground.
Man, it's gonna be a tough one, man. It's hard to. Number 44.
That'll be a good one to watch.
Number
Number
44 for
44.
the Ravens is a dog. He's
It's the
probably he's my favorite defensive
the
player in the
matchup.
league, bro.
It's going to be a beautiful matchup.
He's my favorite player in the league
Why is that?
defensively.
Why?
I love because he can cover
Mm-hmm.
and he will bust your mouth wide open,
Mhm.
bro. No
Yeah.
matter if you're Derrick
He about
Henry
that. He about that.
or if you're Antonio Brown.
Yeah, he could wear the shirt.
He can
That's
play.
it. I'm about that.
Yeah, he's about that.
He
You
about
know,
that. He is about
he's
that.
about that. Big trust.
Big trust.
Big trust.
Big
So,
trust. Yeah.
But you know,
yeah.
man, you know, it's hard for me to go against the Bills right now.
Mhm.
I
Yeah,
feel like
they
they
are.
got something special going on. But at the same time, I'm gonna do it. Got that boy Dez in there, man. I want to see him play another game.
Oh, man.
We sticking with them Ravens this week, man.
Right.
We're gonna stick with those
They're
Ravens, man.
Run the right route.
You know, I think, yeah. I don't know if Dez running wrong routes out there or what, but he didn't do much last
They didn't
week.
do much,
But maybe they're just keeping him healthy, trying to throw him off a little bit like he's not there
just saving
still.
it for the Super Bowl.
Yeah, secret weapon, Dez Bryant, man.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take the Ravens again in this one, man. That's it's hard for me to go against those guys in that defense, man. Like you said, you know, they're not the same defense of old. They're not the defense that won the Super Bowl on the defensive back, but they got some ballers out there,
They do.
you know, and they believe what everybody else believes.
Yeah.
And if you believe in yourself, like I can believe in you too, right? And number 44,
Number 44, man.
that guy's great. Humphrey,
See?
last name right?
Yep, Marlon
Marlon Humphrey.
Humphreys. Mm-hmm.
That kid there is good. So I'm taking the Ravens this week, man. I'm taking the Ravens in that pick. Next game, Packers and the Rams. That's going to be another really good game, man. But I don't, you know, I got my reasons for this one. But
Me too.
Mark or Adie, we'll
So
start with you on this one. We'll go back and start with you on this one.
Packers.
Packers
Yeah.
on this one. Oh, yeah. Any reason
I
why?
agree. I agree with the Rams D and everything, and
Yeah,
obviously with Ramsey and with their front.
Yeah.
But how can you go against Aaron in Green Bay.
Yeah.
You don't even know the weather, but I'm sure it's going to be freezing and probably snow.
Hey, and he's a Cali boy.
There you go, LA.
He's been in Green Bay for a while.
Yeah, he's conditioned. Yeah, at this point, he's good.
Yeah. So who are you taking in this one?
Oh, Green Bay.
All day?
Yeah, all day.
Oh, easy
All day.
money, huh?
Yeah, and like 10 points.
Hey,
I think it's going to be them by a lot
They
too.
go
I don't
straight.
think it's going to be. Yeah.
really?
Yep.
Man,
Is golf starting for sure?
I mean, I would not doubt that he started. I mean, I couldn't see them going any other.
Yeah, I would think
That's
after
their
being able
best
to.
chance.
Yeah.
That guy
Yeah,
broke his
That's
neck
their
already?
best chance.
If he goes back after a broken neck, man, that's serious. I don't know if he really broke his neck, but he was in the
He
hospital.
was on a stretcher right now.
Like, he's
But he
like,
came back before then again. They said back in the, he was just celebrating.
Oh,
the locker room,
celebrating the
so
locker room.
yeah.
Man.
Okay.
Yeah, man. So,
It wasn't that bad.
are you going with the horns again this week? Are you
Okay,
picking?
okay.
You gonna ride it?
Honestly, I think we're looking at the Packers.
Yeah,
Honestly.
honestly.
However,
How
fun would it be if the Rams take it?
Yeah, that would be crazy.
That would be.
get where you're
I
coming
think
from.
that would be fun.
Yeah.
So I mean,
In the interest of I think that would be.
Are you going fun or are you going for real? That's the question.
hey, let's do the fun thing. Man.
Let's do the fun thing.
No, I seriously, I really think I think Green Bay is in the position to win.
In that game,
Yeah.
but it would be really cool to see the Rams.
Yeah.
like that would be a good series
Yeah.
to see the Rams.
And we still got some horns playing in there.
And we still got some horse.
in the playoffs.
Still got the horse.
So I think I gotta take the Packers, man. The
Yeah.
LA boys in the cold don't do well. If you hear Keyshawn Johnson talk about going to New York, man, he just hated it so much.
Yeah.
He's like, what is this?
And it's cold right now.
Yeah, it's cold.
It's chilly.
It is cold. So, and the thing is, like, usually, you think about a run heavy offense with the Rams. They can run the rock, bro.
Mhm.
But Aaron Rodgers can throw that thing in the cold, bro. In the
Oh,
snow,
absolutely.
he was tossing that thing around like it was 97.
And they can run the rock.
Yeah, and they can run
got
the
a
rock.
dude back
Yeah.
there.
Oh,
That's their
Williams,
dude,
he's
Aaron
that
Jones.
good.
Aaron
Jones,
Jones,
I'm
yeah.
sorry.
Yeah,
And like
I love him.
his
I love
backup
that
is
dude.
good too.
Yeah, they
They
got
got-
the bruiser from Boston College.
Yeah, man.
Was it what's the guy's kid name?
It don't matter. Jones is the man,
Dylan.
right?
Dylan.
Yeah.
Dylan is his last name. But
Yeah.
anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
So Jones is the man.
So 3
They
going
run
with the
that
Packers right here. We got 1 going with the Rams. Hey, that
Take
that
it
one
underdog.
game can tie things up.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. The only thing I'm like afraid of, like is if Vontae Scantlin dropped something that is pivotal.
Yeah.
Critical. I mean, we won't know if it was pivotal until the end, but to me,
Yeah.
he's like he's a game changer. Devontae is the guy, period. But what Vontae offers is 6'3", 6'4", 4'3",
Yeah.
4, something stupid. He blows the top off.
Does he
Aaron
offer
can follow.
enough to keep Jalen Ramsey on one side of the field?
No.
So he will be
J-
all over Devontae Adams the
Think
entire
about
game.
Devontae, yeah.
You think he will be as successful against Devontae Adams as he was versus
Because
DK?
No.
Devontae is that man
Devontae's
too.
the man. Because Devontae is a route runner.
Yeah.
Devontae he knows how to set stuff up. He's efficient. He's what, when you look at the elite route runners of the NFL,
Yeah.
he's at the top.
Yeah.
Like him, I mean, there's a handful, but he's at the top.
And he's got a great personality too. He said, if y'all misspell my name wrong again, spell it like Devontae Smith.
Right.
Because he's the man.
Because he's the man. So
You know?
that's right.
He's
That's
the man.
awesome. That
So
was awesome.
Devontae Adams, you are the man. Don't cut yourself
don't
short.
trip.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
No, he's
And
the dude, bro.
yeah, bro. So I'm taking the Packers, man, because
I'm going Packers.
Aaron Rodgers, man, I just believe in that guy, and that would be a great Super Bowl to watch him going against Pat. But next game we got the Saints and the Bucks. Probably
Oof.
it's his 3rd time around,
It is.
right? And who
crazy.
the Saints have beat them twice this year,
That's right.
Yeah.
right?
And one was like they haven't been close.
Not close. Neither one of them were close.
One was not close at all,
One
right?
was
That first one?
absolute- Yeah.
The
like,
first one
it
was a blowout.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was the first game of the season when Tom is just now figuring out what's going on.
Right.
I don't even think AB was on the team yet,
No.
right? So they've got a little more. Leonard Fournette wasn't starting running back at the time. Ronald Jones was
No.
back there tossing.
Fournette was at the second one.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
yeah.
yeah. But
They got beat with their guys. Don't get it twisted.
was AB at the second one too?
Well,
he was
I don't
like
know if it
fresh.
was late enough. He was fresh.
If he was there, he was
But,
fresh. Like,
yeah.
not
yeah.
AB. You know, they didn't. He was AB, but they didn't have that chemistry yet. That timing and stuff went down.
I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like AB now. Like I think he's fitting into the system. He's becoming like he's being able he's laying the pride down.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like when I'm looking at.
Yeah.
And not hearing anything out of the locker room or.
Well, he down the hallway from
around.
Tom, bro. Yeah. Like he's living in the Brady house, and Tom like, hey, bro, I want to throw you the rock if you don't, you know what I'm saying, clean up the dishes.
Yeah. And so that's a good thing. But I don't know how much that matters. Well, if Hendricks is not playing, if he's out for New Orleans, it's gonna be a whole nother ballgame. But the New Orleans defensive line always goes back. They made it very tough for Tom.
That's who caused havoc. I had that in the back of my mind.
Shot.
Yeah, that's who made it tough for Tom Brady and the Bucs. Period. Yeah. He exposed their offensive line. Yeah, or they exposed their offensive line.
They really did.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, who you got in this game? It's a good one.
That's a good one. It's a tough one. I think it's. I think because Devin's not playing. I like defense. I'm a receiver, but I like defense. When it comes to playoff time, we're talking about winning championships. It's not that defenses stop teams, really, but they when it's time to make a play, they do that or have the ability to. So I'm gonna go New Orleans.
Are they in New Orleans?
Yep. New Orleans got the home, and so I'm gonna go New Orleans. Because of that, and I think offensively they have enough to keep Tom off the field.
Yeah. What you got in this one, Adie? That's another good one.
I'm going Bucks.
Bucks?
Okay, question for you, Mark, as receiver. If the Bears catch that open touchdown before half, that game is completely different.
1,000% different.
Right?
Yep.
And we didn't think that game was going to be close.
We didn't think it was going to be, and it was 7-3 at half?
Yep.
10-3 or 7-3 at half?
7-3.
And so it would have been tied, 7-7, right? Instead of a field goal. And literally right through his hand. And yes, the Saints pulled away at the end, but I didn't give the Bears a shot to even be in that game. And if you really want to go to, if he catches that, and I hate to put it on one play, everyone makes a mistake, but that changes the whole perplexity of the game.
I agree. Yeah. That was a big blow.
Khalil Mack.
And how do you bet against Brady in the playoffs? Man. And I believe also too, they have all the stats of you win twice, you can win the third time. I don't think you can beat Brady 3 times in a year. That's gonna be.
Ooh, has he ever lost to anybody 3 times in a year?
That would be a good stat to see.
I highly doubt that. There's because nobody in that division.
Could ever beat him.
They never beat him. Yeah, exactly.
An opportunity.
And they never were in the playoffs. I guarantee they were in the playoffs.
Yep, man.
Yeah.
So
I'm going Bucks.
Going Bucks?
I'm going Bucks.
Man, Jonas, who you taking in this one, man?
That's good.
So I like to talk smack about the Saints.
Yeah.
And is not a. I mean, that's not the team, that's not the game.
Yeah.
But it matters.
Yeah.
Like that makes a difference.
Yeah.
However, you got the Bucks have lost twice, and it's not regular season anymore. It's playoffs.
Yeah.
They have to be paying attention.
Yeah.
Like they have to be aware that this is not a joke. Like this is not a throwaway game.
Yeah.
So, I'm not
Jonah.
First of all, I'm not seeing where
your stats not pulling up right. I need a stat.
Analytics.
Let me get a stat.
There's no way Brady's played it in 3 years. I mean, 3 times in a year in the regular.
He's going for whoever has the highest third down conversion percentage on season.
No, seriously, I think I really think that regardless, so they're in the playoffs.
Yep.
This is not a bottom tier.
Yeah,
team.
Yep. Win or go home.
Regardless.
Win or go home.
They've lost twice to the Saints. They've seen what they can bring twice. Regardless of home field advantage, I really think the Bucs are gonna pull this one out.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a closet Saints fan, but this is not a. This is.
Yep.
You can't get to the playoffs and be a shitty team. You can't lose twice to the team that you are now facing in the playoffs and say, okay, we got this. Like you're coming with some steam.
Yeah.
At that point.
Yeah.
Because this is
Yeah.
know it's on the line.
Yep. So
and we're not like in the first round like, oh yeah, we got 2 or 3 more games we can. No, this is they're coming with some serious steam.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Okay.
I'm gonna have to go with Bucks.
Bucks on this one. Ooh.
Bucks.
Man,
Bucks, baby.
As much as the odds don't go against Tom in this one,
Hey.
I gotta go with the Saints, man.
Hey, man.
I watched those 2 games, and my eyes.
You're with the Saints too, right?
I'm with the Saints.
My
man.
eyes can't lie. They're not gonna lie to me now.
Mm.
Tom,
Oh.
I've seen Tom throw fits.
Hey.
I've seen Tom throw fits before, right? But that's when he played against the Ravens back in the
No
gap.
doubt. No doubt.
You know, that's
No
when
doubt.
he was playing against, you know,
You seen Karen Brady.
good defensive teams that
Like
could
Cam
get to
Brady.
his knees, bro.
Yeah,
And the Saints
they did that.
have been doing that all
They,
year.
they have, yeah.
And I don't believe in the Buccaneers defense whatsoever, right? They let a guy come in last week that wasn't in the NFL,
Nobody knew.
you know, and move
Nobody
the ball
knew.
around against him. So,
Mhm.
you know, I'm gonna stick with my eyeballs on this one, and I'm gonna go with the Saints just because the last 2 games have just been absolute dominance, not even close. And I know they didn't have their guys or whatnot, but I don't think Fournette makes that much of a difference, and he's running really hard. He's running in a way that I haven't seen him run since college, right? But
Not enough.
I don't think it's enough to
Not enough.
overcome their defense, and that's the only thing that I got to say about that. I think their defense is was gonna be their Achilles tendon in this one, man.
It's the last time we ever see Breeze versus Brady, huh?
I think so.
Man,
I think it
I
is.
think so. If New Orleans doesn't
Man.
win Super Bowl, I don't. Even if they
Breeze
do,
is gone.
I think
He's
he's
got to
gone.
be.
yeah.
I know Brady's not
11
gone. Brady's coming
no,
back.
Brady-
but
Brady's
He
got
signed another-
45 under the belt.
He signed an extension, didn't he?
Did he?
Yeah.
I believe so.
I believe
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, man.
He
So
hadn't had to deal with what Drew has dealt with,
I mean, how do you play
Going through the
with?
shoulder.
How do you play with those
and
ribs
then
and
playing with the
lung?
Absolutely.
Oh my god!
yeah, that boy got crushed.
He had the thumb. Was it the thumb last year?
He broke 11 ribs.
And now
And
11
punctured
ribs
or
this
collapsed
year.
his lung.
Yeah, that's all we got. You know?
Yeah,
It's like-
And then said I might have came back a week early.
His whole core.
You think?
Yeah, his whole core was devastated.
Yeah,
And
nah,
he came back, so I'm following that
I
guy.
do think this.
He loves it.
I think it's the
Yeah.
last. I'm trying to go. I'm going down to New Orleans. The tickets aren't on sale yet, but I want to go just to see,
Just to see that.
Breeze
Yeah,
versus
that would be
Brady
awesome
one
to see.
final time.
And just the history
Yeah.
of the sport.
You saw the
those
history.
two
You
guys.
saw what Brady posted the history
Yeah,
channel.
that was money.
I need to see that. I need to see
Oh
that.
yeah, was it? Yeah.
What he
Those
posted
two
on
guys.
Instagram? Or?
He posted on Twitter, but probably on
Twitter?
Instagram too.
But
And
it's-
yeah.
it has Breeze Brady all gray, and it says History Channel.
Yeah.
So the last
That's
time the Bucks lost to the same team 3 times in one season was 1997.
But what about Brady?
Brady.
Period.
Brady
that's-
in
Brady's-
specific has
He's never
Never
lost
lost.
Never
3 times.
Yeah,
Of course,
Yeah.
of course. Now
Never.
the last it's
Until-
been a while since
until this
we
weekend.
played the same.
Hey.
Until this weekend.
there's a first for everything.
There is
right?
a first for
So
everything.
that's another reason I'm taking this.
Not happening.
Taking the Saints.
It's not happening.
It's not happening, bro.
It's not happening.
Saints not happening.
We shall see. We shall see,
Hey,
man.
when the
Well,
Saints
yeah.
go mark, that band come through.
Yeah. Oh, that band will be jamming.
Hey, yeah.
When that trombone hit that one note, it just kind of swings a little bit. Yeah, bro. I'm gonna give me a king cake
They in there.
Hey, I got
with,
some, I got
with
some
Brady
king
on
cake
top
and
of
all.
it.
I got some king cake and also ready to celebrate.
Hey, bring some, man. Come on with it. Have you had that king cake ice cream? It goes so hard.
No,
Woo,
man,
got
that's
little
some good
king
stuff.
cake chunks in it. Oh my
Too
gosh,
good,
Bluebell. You gotta
Yeah,
get
the
some.
wealth,
Yes.
bro.
Speaking of treats, before we move on to the NBA, what are we drinking today?
Oh man, Branch and Barrel, honey. Hello. Yeah, so the rest of the state is not privy to this just yet, but it will be coming out here in the next few weeks. Branch and Barrel is a Colorado whiskey. Several flavors, man. We got the honey today. We've got another bottle just for show. This is the original bottle of the Branch and Barrel.
We can't break into that one.
No, man. We'll
come
break
on,
it to that next time. That's that heat, man. I don't want nobody. Y'all got to drive home safely, So this Branch and Barrel, man, it is a very smooth. If you're a whiskey drinker, man, you will love it. It's got that barrel kick. It's got that branch taste, and little kick of honey in there. We've got plum flavors.
I think this would be a good one on the
yes.
rocks.
Yeah, it would be a good one on the rock. You see, typically we're done and on to our next pour. We're kind of drinking this one slow because this is a man drink right here.
Yeah.
Man drink.
Adie
So
poured
that one hit a little
Adie poured
different.
us some long
That one
pours,
hit a little
too.
different.
Yeah, hit a little different, boy. It tastes good too,
Yeah.
man.
What you think about it, Mark? Like, I was
I
thinking
like
it's gonna
it.
be
This
not
is
gonna be
it's a
sweet
little
enough
more
for you.
richer. Yeah. It's not as sweet as some of the other honeys,
Yeah.
but this is a little more richer. So
Yeah.
if I want to drink something and have like a little hint of honey, but I want something to like get me like quick,
Yeah.
I'll go with that.
Yeah, that's that Branch and Barrel, man.
Yeah.
So
Branch and Barrel.
yeah, man, I'm excited about this. This is my company, man, and I'll partner with the guys out of Colorado to bring it here in Texas. So I'm very excited to get it here, and
Nice.
so the rest of you guys can enjoy it.
So you may have some.
got
bias.
a lot of bias in this one.
It's good stuff. though.
But it's good stuff, man.
stuff.
Yeah, it's good stuff. And like I said, we got the plum. We've got a maple apple vanilla
Oh,
flavor.
hey, I'd try that.
Yeah, man. So check it
definitely
out.
try that.
Babdistiller.com. You can check out all the information about Branch and Barrel. So that's what we're sipping on today, man.
Yeah.
That's what we're sipping on.
Cheers to Branch and Barrel, baby.
Branch and Barrel, man. So yeah, on to the NBA, man.
Adie
We're
in the
taking a little
building.
time. We're just enjoying this. How's your
Yeah.
schedule? I know you're busy, man. You got some things going on here pretty soon in the next few minutes, or what?
No, I'm good.
Oh,
I'm
that's
good.
what I'm talking about.
I'm good.
Good to go. So
we started noonish and we ended ish.
Ish.
Yeah.
Ish.
We start.
Yeah.
So on
It's good
to the NBA, man.
Yeah.
Got to go to those Mavericks. You know, they've been balling
Yeah.
here recently. 3-game winning streak, right? I was kind of wondering what the
Yeah.
heck was going on.
Yeah, he knows somebody. You know somebody over there, right?
Three
You know
and
somebody over
0 as the starter, huh?
What,
Willie
what's that?
Cauley-Stein,
Willie
3-0 as the
Cauley-Stein?
starter, huh?
Man, that's that Young Money boy, huh? Yeah.
Looking good as heck, and now they're only going to get better. They're going to put Porzingis and Willie together,
Yeah.
and with Luka. Good luck.
Man, that's gonna save Porzingis' knees a ton. You know,
It
playing that
is.
forward role, stretch forward probably
Yeah.
more than likely.
It
I'm
is.
guessing around that perimeter, man, and just allow Luka.
And Willie's so versatile, too. I mean, you
Yeah.
got size, you got anything you want. No,
Yeah.
I mean, you play them both together on the floor together, good luck.
Hey, so Willie, and we've talked about this offline. To me, he just seems like a very quiet guy, man. So can you let the world know a little bit about at least Dallas?
Sure.
That's our guy.
How you
That's
said
our
that.
guy. You know,
Yeah.
I'm a MFFL.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mass man for life.
Yeah, bro, I'm an MFFL. Even when we sucked, man, like Rolando Blackman and Derek Harper and Roy
Oh,
Tarpley.
I'm there.
Yeah, bro, I had a-
Kid,
Hey,
Three J's,
I love winners.
Jamal Nash. What?
Yeah, I love winners. So I had my
That's
Lakers
love.
poster with my little.
That's
I had a little bitty Maverick sticker on there, bro,
Yeah.
on top of my Lakers poster. But
Oh, that's big.
yeah, that's when we sucked.
That's
but I put it on the
big.
poster.
Put it on the poster.
Put it on. That's it, man. We had Magic, Kareem, Michael Cooper, Byron Scott, and Michael Thompson, bro. Klay Thompson's dad.
Yeah.
But can you tell me a little bit about Willie?
He's just,
bro?
just such a good guy. He's got his passions. He's this, he opted out of the bubble because he just had the birth of his first daughter.
Oh, nice.
Which
Nice.
was, and it was so hard to decide, not going there with the team and being there, but you
Yeah.
can never get back to your first child, and
Yeah.
instead of going to the bubble, he literally went in the gym
Yeah.
7 days a week and just
Yeah.
twice
Work.
and just grind,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
now he comes out here with the Mavs and
He's
he
grounded.
can do so much, and he's such a good guy, He's
Yeah.
like you say, quiet, and a lot of people see him as 7-footer and has such a presence, but he's a quiet guy, but he's just such a good person. He just did community stuff. He went to Baylor Scott and White, right before Christmas, and did care packages for all the frontline workers, and
Right.
COVID patients.
That's
And
awesome,
he's
bro.
he's hard to root against,
And he
and
obviously loves
Right.
art.
yeah, and he loves art. He's
He
huge.
loves art.
He
got
does all-
artwork all
And he
over.
paints.
Right.
He paints too.
Does he really?
Yeah, he paints.
paints.
And,
Wow.
he's just
I got it. Does he have anything online we could check out, maybe? Or
he's got some on Instagram, but
Yeah.
he did it. You got to look at it on his Instagram. He did a drone, and they put all of his paintings on the ground, and they did a drone of, all the way up, and it's unbelievable. He does all of his own art. Like he could
See?
own his own.
That's cool.
so
he could
he's
start his
more
own
than an
gun.
athlete as
Exactly,
well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's a
Exactly.
But so his artwork like that. That's what I need to know.
He's
you
starting
know?
his own clothing line right
I saw
now.
he got
So-
tatted up like crazy, man. And I'm like, man,
Right.
what's going on with this guy? But he loves art.
He loves
to
art.
that point, in having him young, was a part of you guys working with him, like finding out what he was interested in, finding out like that, and then coming on. How can we help you establish?
So
the
we
art?
just started. So I just started representing him in July.
Okay.
So we just did his
Okay.
contract
So
with him
okay,
in Dallas, you know,
yeah,
and
you
it's
guys are new, yeah.
right now it's exactly doing that. He wants
So
to
it's
start his
going-
own clothing line.
Nice.
Don't fit clothing line, you know, of
Nice.
just going
Nice.
against the grain, going against the grain, you know,
Right.
and
That's the schmedium is what we used to call it, but I doubt that's what he meant. You
but
know?
he's, you know, he designs all the aspects of it. He's just
Right.
he's so hands on. He's so
Right.
he's not the athlete that like, hey, just take this and I don't care. Like he's
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
I want to be
Kanye,
involved.
Kanye with it.
Intellectual.
Exactly, he's amazing.
Easy,
He's amazing.
Easy with
You know,
it.
paint, you know, and he just it's amazing. Like
No,
he
you-
should literally start his own studio.
You
Like,
telling me
yeah,
that, bro?
basically.
Like I have a completely
Basically.
different perspective of this guy, man.
Yeah.
Completely different
Yeah.
perspective of him. You know,
Yeah.
you know, he came on as a, you know, I felt he came on as an enforcer, a tough guy in the middle to protect Luka
Right.
and be another option and you know
Needed it.
protect Porzingis' knees,
We need
the
that.
White Powell's Achilles, right? And you know, he's been productive. He's been a very productive player since he's been here.
Mhm.
But you know, you read a book by its cover, he's like, man, this dude's tatted. Like, you know,
Hardcore.
but to understand,
hardcore, exactly.
Hardcore.
and he
like,
loves
yeah.
art.
Exact-
like that
exact
just
opposite.
opens up
Exactly.
a completely different, you know, completely different
That's awesome.
view
Exactly.
of this guy. So
Yeah.
I'm more of a fan of him now
Yeah.
than I was
Absolutely.
before you said that because I love
Yeah.
art too, bro.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
So
That's
I want to
awesome.
see his paintings. I'm anxious to see that. So
Yeah.
what is do you know his IG handle or his
Professor Trill, PR, and then I think it's OOFESSOR Trill.
Okay, hey, y'all go
I'm
check
spinning
out
that off
Professor
my brand,
Trill,
but I
man.
mean, spin that off my head, but I think,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
We'll get it for
Yeah.
the.
All you artists out there, man, go check out Professor Trill
Yeah.
and let us know what you think. I'm gonna do the same, man, because he's about to have one new follower here right after the show.
for sure.
For sure, man. But glad we have him on the team, man. There was one other NBA story I want to talk about with Young Ball. LaMelo Ball, man. I was excited to see this kid come into the league, unlike his brothers. I actually want to see this guy play, and I want to see him play live because I think he is an incredible talent, and he's proven me right. He's the youngest player to have a triple-double. I don't think he's starting right now, is he? From what I understand, I don't believe he's starting. Or I think he's playing in limited minutes and whatnot. But youngest player to have a triple-double. Went off the other day. And have you seen this guy's passing ability, man?
Unreal.
Easily.
Behind the back,
Yeah.
no look.
Yeah,
Everything.
behind the back down there.
Yeah.
Bounce passes. He made a left-handed no-look pass the other day. I can't do anything left-handed,
And
bro.
pristine.
I
Like,
can't eat
Your left hand
left-handed.
layups up?
They don't exist.
They just don't.
I don't even try it, bro.
Don't even try.
I'm gonna just go to the left side and hit him with.
Go.
I'm gonna try to get above you quick,
Like,
real
yeah.
quick, and get the ball out.
You got a left hand layup on it? Can you?
oh, one-handed?
Left-
One-handed,
left-
you can't stop me.
No, left-handed.
You got-
No, when we play pig or horse,
Yeah.
I just go one-handed and I won't miss.
That's your.
I
That's
just
your
one-handed pig horse, you
Gotcha.
won't be
So
able to
you
beat
figured
me.
out
I'm
the
gonna
science.
wear you out.
You figured out the science.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Play me for 30 minutes.
What about one hand, left hand?
No.
Left hand?
Obviously, I can't jump. So if you're gonna dunk or anything, because I play all our guys in, I'm like, hey, let's play pig or let's play
Right.
horse, right?
Yeah.
And they're going shooting the three, and I'm like, shoot. And then I just come
Oh my
literally 3 feet from the basket and just one hand every time. And they're like,
Hit you with this
and they're like, this is so
fundamental-
easy, this is so easy. And then all of a sudden, hit the back of the rim,
Yeah.
and go straight out. And they're like, what the heck?
Yeah, me and you got the same philosophy. I'm being
Everyone
on the
does.
simple shot.
That's how I do it.
Fundamentals.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
fundamentals.
They're not fun when you miss them.
And that's all I do. I'm just like, oh, you gotta have that first.
You do?
Yeah.
that, yeah.
Hey, but that left, I'm never gonna have that,
No,
bro.
see,
No.
when we play horse, that's what I'm left hand glass shot. Like,
Oh, so you hoop a
You
lot?
serious?
I left hand, yeah.
Hey,
I'm righty, but I like all left hand
yeah.
pig and horse shots.
Yeah. So
I
another
can't let
future
you have it. Then.
Bryson,
I gotta keep it and run with it all the time.
my boy Bryson Miles, bro, told me you can go, man. He said you
Bryson,
can go.
yeah,
Said you can go. He said y'all play on Monday nights, man. He
Bryson
said you were
can go.
nice. So,
Bryson can go.
yeah, bro. I believe it, man.
Yeah.
He came out to the
But you know,
basketball
I was
field.
AAU, like
Oh, so you
growing
grew up
I
balling.
was, in my mind, I was like, I'm gonna do this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this. And I was
Yeah.
like intent, like defense. Oh no,
One or
it
two.
was official, huh?
One or two.
It depends on what was going on. Like I became a better shooter. I'm a better shooter now than I was back then. But
Yeah.
I was like one.
Yeah, so you
but I
like,
was just
so you had the
I'm
handles
there,
and
I can do all
everything.
that, yeah.
That's when and one was out too. Though.
That's
He was
when
probably
it was Iverson
doing seat
It was
rows and all
Iverson.
kinds of
It was
stuff.
Iverson.
Yeah,
Yeah, Iverson for me. And
Bro,
then, like,
but you don't have any tats though.
I know, but it see what it looked like. What I like everything that you see.
So you like Georgetown Iverson?
Is me on
as
the
well.
inside.
Yeah,
like what you see, like that's me on the inside. Like,
Yeah.
but on the outside, you just
yeah. Keep it
This
clean.
little motherfucker, like
Yeah.
like look at this little. Nah, okay. Yeah.
I love it, man. I
Let that
love it.
whistle blow. Let's go.
Yeah, man. But yeah, y'all. So when y'all get a chance, check out Young Ball, man. He's
Young
a baller,
Ball,
man.
man.
Like straight baller. He's the best in the family by far. Definitely better
Yeah.
than the middle brother.
Just saying.
Just saying. I'm
I
gonna throw
mean,
it out there.
yeah.
But yeah, man. So this is my favorite
Proof
part of the
is in
show.
the pudding.
And there's a, I don't want to. I'm not gonna throw a spoiler out there, but what you got for us today in the tech talk, Jonas?
Well, I mean, I thought
There's a lot to talk about. But
That's a lot of stuff we could talk about. We could talk about some serious stuff, but
Yeah.
why ruin the day? Let's we talked about something several weeks ago. Do you know what a chastity belt is?
A chastity belt?
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know they have those for men?
No.
In 2020,
I did not either until 2020 happened.
Yep.
Not only do they have them for men,
What do you do wrong to have to wear one of those?
Not only do they have them for men, but they have them that are controlled over the internet.
to a son-in-law.
Right.
Like, yeah, you gonna marry my daughter
So-
here?
There's nothing. Obviously, there's nothing that could possibly go wrong with this.
Yeah.
Control over it. A digital chastity.
This is such a thing. This is
Control
serious.
A digital chastity belt.
Real
digital
deal. Real
chastity
deal.
belt.
This is actually a real thing.
Yeah.
Like bullshit.
So it's an app, right? An app controls it. Is that correct?
There's
right?
there's an app that
An
controls
app
it. over
controls
the
it,
internet,
right? And it locks the manhood up.
So
You know what I mean?
we discovered this because it was reported that not only does this thing exist, which was strange enough, but that it's hackable.
Yeah. So that was the discussion we had.
warned
Because we were talking about hacks.
We warned you
Yes.
about the hacks.
Yeah.
And we warned you about
And the hacks
ransomware.
happened.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I want to
Yeah.
give credit for this next line to Lorenzo Franceschi Bicciari
Okay.
Yeah.
of Vice.com.
Well said.
Man, I
This
bet a
is-
Texan
this
would
is-
destroy
This
that
is his
man's
quote.
name.
This is his quote.
His quote is, "Turns out, giving an internet-connected device control of your penis may not be the best idea ever."
Just
Man,
figured
what
that
is
out.
that, Jonas?
Who would have thought?
It's like, like wow.
Who'd have thunk it?
because
Mind blown.
Like,
Right.
so I don't know.
Jeez.
They don't say how many. Like they're not admitting to how many people this is affecting. But apparently several people have been held for ransom.
They've been
Oh,
hacked.
shit.
They've been hacked.
And not to unlock their manhood.
It's
Yeah,
going to
so-
cost you a Bitcoin.
They can't even shower, dog.
Literally.
That's no joke. Yeah,
Give me a Bitcoin.
It's like a.
All in
It's
like
like
that
yeah,
shit.
they were like asking for like a quarter of a Bitcoin,
They
Yeah.
can't even shower.
which is better today than it
It's
was.
That's
With
crazy.
Bitcoin.
That's like waking up with a cup on.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
like that you can't
That's
take
tough.
off.
It's horrible.
Yeah, like, what
So
the-
so at least one of the guys was lucky and was not wearing the thing at the time. But
Wow, bro.
Like,
Think about that.
we saw
That's
that off.
insane.
we were
Yeah.
We saw it.
Whole new meaning
fire
to the-
department. Let's go.
It's a song.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's a
And-
movie right there.
And some serious paramedics like on hand.
Yeah,
Because if you
gosh.
slip,
Yeah.
like
Bobby,
Bro.
you got
That's
a Lorena situation.
that's a
crazy.
scar you don't want to have to explain.
Minus the grassy knoll. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro.
But we,
Yeah.
the other things, that are a little more, they're still pretty goofy. Robots.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah,
Everybody's
robots are awesome.
worried about the robots taking over.
They're gonna take over.
Samsung, the people
CES.
that makes the phones, makes
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff. They've designed a robot they're working on a robot that can do things like pick up your laundry, like not pick up from the dry cleaner, but pick up your laundry around the house,
Right.
put stuff in the dishwasher, set the table, and most importantly, bring you a drink.
Yes.
Very important.
Very.
The other, Columbia University, Columbia University has been working on robot. Now they're not talking about a robot like that's actually like C-3PO or something, but like the software that would run the robot
Right.
that can model like what somebody else is going to do. So if you think
Gotcha.
about like when we're sitting in here, the reason that we can carry on a conversation is because we have a mental model of what Jay is going to do and what Adie's going to do and what Mark's going to do. maybe not so much what Oscar's going to do. This,
Oscar's he's the
It's a little
very
bit of a
the
wild
unknown.
He's yeah.
but so that's something that we don't normally have computers doing. Like, we don't normally have computers like they're usually just making predictions based on like
Past behavior.
I shouldn't even say what they see because it's not even that smart. But But so the research that they're working on is to be able to put them, kind of put themselves in the perspective of what the other
individual
actor is going to do.
Yeah,
which is
freaky.
Yeah, then so the researcher says it's from a certain vantage point, it's a primitive form of empathy. It's very very primitive, but it's interesting.
Yeah, it is.
The thing. Go ahead.
Well, I'm not afraid of robots, is because at this point, or last I knew of, they couldn't carry more than 8 pounds. Right? They can do backflips and all this other stuff, but they haven't made a robot unless it's just like monstrously
they made that
like huge
in Japan.
Is it a huge robot?
Yeah.
All right, unless
it
it's just
like
huge.
It was like Avatar.
Like
stupid.
Does it look like was it Big Hero 6? Right, like some massive piece of machinery, but like a robot our size.
Pull it up. Our size, no.
Yeah, robot our size though.
Well,
they can't carry 8 pounds.
Yeah, our size. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, they don't have the hydraulics and
they can carry guns.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. That's scary.
And perhaps more importantly, have you seen the Boston Dynamics robots that can do the TikTok dance?
Yeah. No, I haven't seen that.
Yeah, Boston Dynamics killed. I mean, they've been.
Right.
I've seen robots do backflips and jump boxes.
Yeah,
that's
same guys.
Yeah,
same guys. Yeah, so their robots can do the TikTok dance.
Yeah,
better than I can. So that's
something.
And you can't hit them.
So that's something. You can hit them with the whoa.
But so hit
them with the whoa.
So Marcus has some concerns about when the robots take over.
Yes. You got a date?
have a date for when the robot is.
It's actually somebody controlling the robot.
No doubt.
Right? And then machine learning, now that's scary.
Yeah. So one of the things that what they call the idea of how you would shut that down, or not necessarily shut it down, but control the behavior. They call that the containment problem.
A bucket of water.
Right. That's the more low tech way to do it. So they call that the containment problem. And what these other researchers, and I seem to have lost track of, that's reported in the Journal of AI Research, that that there isn't an algorithm that can predict when a robot is going to do something, or an artificial intelligence, or whatever. There isn't an algorithm that can predict when they're going to do something that goes off the rails, because, and I'm kind of like butchering this.
It's kind of like a dog, though. But
right? Yeah. That's it exactly. Like if you think about like a dog. Yeah. Like if a dog is growling at you and giving you the stink eye, right? Mm-hmm. Like, how do you know when the dog is about to latch on?
Like,
or Mike Tyson,
because it's like that's what he's going to do. As long as the dog's over there, like okay, so I run and I run on the roads, and people have dogs, right?
Yeah.
And so some of those dogs will come out and they'll bark and they'll growl, but they stay on their side of the road, right?
Yeah.
But I got some scars to prove it. Like I've also had some that come out and take a bite out of me.
Right.
How do you know when, like if you're looking at that dog, how do you know when the growl is going to go from growl and bark to chomp?
Yeah.
Right.
And it's sort of the same problem is there's no way to write a program that will hit the off switch, because you don't know. Like you don't know until the moment that it happens. So
Signs.
So
Signs is a great movie. That kind of shows
Signs.
Keep cups of water around the house.
I thought that was the Aliens.
It is. Same thing though.
They didn't like
water will shut down a robot. I'm pretty sure, right?
And apparently aliens.
Yeah.
So we got two bases covered there. Just keep a bottle of water. We'll drink the whiskey and keep the bottle of water handy.
Yeah, bro.
So that's there's a lot of crazy stuff going on.
Yeah.
Frankly, I'm with you. I'm not real worried about the robots right now, because at this point, Netflix can't figure out what the hell I want to watch.
Yeah.
From one moment to the next.
Yeah.
So as far as that goes, yeah, I think we're a long way away from the robots being able to.
Yeah.
I'm just like robotic. So let me get like a robotic hip. You got robotic hips. Like
What if it malfunctions on you though, and you just start kicking?
I need to
You start hitting
like the timing could time up like right.
Like you're in the band, just like start kicking.
I don't need any AI in it. No. I just need the mechanical parts of
Functionality.
it.
Yeah.
That's all. Yeah.
Yeah,
Robotic
my
hip.
son and I were talking about like. So you've heard about Neuralink, right? The thing where Elon Musk is doing with where they put some electrodes, or they're not even. They're talking about they don't even have to do much. Yeah. And so I was talking to my son about it, and I'm thinking my son is like, he's 17, he's a kid, growing up around technology and thinking about these kind of things, and I'm thinking, oh yeah, he's going to be an early adopter on this kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
No, he's like, oh hell no.
Yeah.
Ain't no way.
Ain't messing with it. Yeah,
Right?
bro.
And I'm thinking, yeah, man, I'll have Wikipedia on hand like anytime I want it.
Right.
And so, and he's talking about, but how do you turn it off?
Yeah.
Okay,
You got a
well,
point.
how do
You
you
gotta
turn
take
off?
it out.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, you unplug.
gotta another surgery, buddy.
Right,
Like,
but
Water.
what do you
That's a solution for everything.
Right back to it.
Water.
Yeah, so Jay's obviously, from the facial expressions, has an opinion on this. What do you think?
You're not trying to be half
Water.
man, half robot.
No, I mean, no. I'm good.
You good?
I'm good with the whole process, man. It's been going on for a long time.
Indeed.
At least 2021 years. Yeah,
See, I
at minimum.
good. I think it's
know?
good. I
I'm
think
good
it
with the
works
process.
just
dog.
fine.
Like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Trust the process.
Yeah, bro. Hey, but when I'm
Where we at?
looking over and I see these,
It's like where we
these
at,
German
man.
scientists messing with these human-like figures that are
Yeah.
not human, but
Yeah.
they're like thinking and talking. It's like, all right,
Yeah.
let's back up a little bit, dog.
Slow
Let's
your
back up
roll.
a little bit.
No
'Cause,
doubt.
you don't know, once that thing takes over.
You
know,
say
like-
Sophie and her.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sophie, man, like
That
that scares me.
Yeah.
I saw Sophie for 30 seconds and
And that was enough.
I'm married to Sophie, and that's scary.
You married to
okay,
Sophie?
not your Sophie.
Yeah.
Not
Well,
yet.
she scares me.
She's scared too. Yeah.
I've seen her mad. It's a scary
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but is she as scary as a robot acting as if it was really her? Though? Like
To me,
No. Yeah.
to me, she's a hell of a lot scarier.
Just saying whatever you like.
Yeah.
The robot will be like whatever you like.
Yeah, bro. Nah,
Like
man.
you
How you
remember
feel about
you remember the first part of this conversation? Like, I don't want that.
I don't know. I'm not scared of robots.
You're not scared of them at all?
What about
Water?
having a chip implanted?
I don't want that.
You know, the,
You do?
the micro? No.
No.
Like Neuralink? Yeah, I'm good.
No.
I'll just use my Google.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I mean, I think stuff's
Yeah.
gonna change. I mean,
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
like you're talking about your kid. Like I don't
Yeah.
have a kid, but in the next 30 years, 40 years, this whole
Yeah.
world's gonna be so
No, I mean, I'm
different.
when we're talking about efficiency
Crazy.
in the world and
it's
as
gonna
a
be-
business owner and making my business more profitable,
Yeah, that's
absolutely I'm all for robots.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Phonetic robots, like bring it on. I'm with it.
Mhm.
That's gonna take a lot of people out of a job,
it
but that's
is.
gonna create a lot more jobs with people that know how to program those bad boys and know how
Just
to
know what
troubleshoot.
field you need to train in.
Yeah. Tell me.
Or
Get out of
be
the
prepared
coal
to
mines.
be prepared to pivot.
Absolutely.
Like learn,
Yeah.
train in those things that teach you how to think. About
Yes.
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 Like not what to think,
Yeah.
but like how to think and process things and be
Man.
analytical. And,
Yeah.
Step by step approach.
Those are going to be the positions,
Yeah.
like the management type positions.
management and repair and
Yeah.
you
Yep.
know,
Absolutely.
like how the pieces fit together.
Yep.
So
There's
even
engineers,
I was having this
engineering.
conversation even about like
those jobs transfer. Like they don't
Yeah.
they like even if your specific thing that you're doing in a job like that
Mhm.
goes away, like if you know how to put the pieces together, if you understand
Right.
how to
You
fit
have a
pieces
general,
together,
yeah.
like that transfers to something else really
Absolutely.
much more easily than if you have just linear knowledge of something.
Yeah,
For sure.
Just
Like
keep
having
getting
a-
better, man.
Electrical degree.
Continuous
Like,
education.
electrical,
Just keep
like,
getting better.
You're gonna
Just keep getting better.
It's crazy. how
never
far it's
not
gonna-
be.
What's that?
It's crazy how far it's gonna come. Remember back in the day where you would plug in and dial up and do
Oh,
God.
yes.
Yes.
Oh my
and then
God.
you would break the connector.
Hey,
and
if
the
somebody
connector
picks up-
would-
if somebody picks up the phone, Like the
Yeah.
whole everything's
Start
dropping
all
on
over-
the internet.
start all over
Yeah,
again.
bro. Yeah. So
I mean,
things
how
are
far
I
we've
changing.
come
remember
in
like
20
when,
years
when
and-
like Pornverse came on this shit.
Yeah.
On the computers. That shit was a hassle to get to.
Boy, you got
But I
viruses
got-
for days.
Look, I was so I'm showing my age a little bit
My
here.
mom didn't know this.
I'm gonna
Why
show,
the computer working?
Nah, it ain't. I can't even get to my.
I'm gonna show my age a little bit. But I was probably I couldn't drive. I don't think I was fairly young. And my mom was taking a computer science class at University of Southern Mississippi.
Damn, you couldn't get it.
They had like a DEC 20 or something, some kind of old computer that nobody even knows what it is anymore.
Probably massive.
It is, I'm sure it's massive.
Right.
And so like she would be in class because we were kids, and she would go to the class over there. She'd go to the class, and I would go with her, but I would just hang around in the library or whatever, go try to talk to college girls or whatever.
Yeah.
But I would get on the computer on the account there. Well, this wasn't even the 90s yet. Like, this was back there ways.
Jeez,
Right.
I thought it was just
And
word processors.
there
back
was
in the day.
no security. Like you think like,
Right.
okay, I got to sign on and I got to have my username and my
Username,
password. Maybe I even have to look something up
That's
on my
right.
phone and put a number in. Nah, it wasn't anything like that. So
That's
there's all
crazy.
these, and I've always been like, I'm going to explore. Like I'm not going to do what the instructions say. I'm going to see what's going on.
Go beyond that, yeah.
Go. So what's behind that door? I want
That's
to
why
see
we all get along. We don't like
That's
that.
right.
Nah.
So I'm digging around in there, and basically what it is all these like student work directories and professors that have directories on there. Within minutes of getting into that mess, like I found ASCII porn. Like it's like stuff done with letters, and it's like boobs.
Right. Boobs, yes.
like if there is a way to represent boobs, a man will do it.
Parentheses,
1000%.
period, parentheses,
Like
parentheses,
yeah,
period,
yeah.
parentheses.
1000 BC, and what do you got?
Yeah.
You got some rocks carved with boobs. Like,
Exactly.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
Exactly.
Hey, Adie, did you enjoy yourself
All
today,
right, it was
man?
so much fun.
Bro.
Yeah, man.
Hey,
It's just,
thank you, bro.
Thank
you guys.
Appreciate
Thank you.
coming on,
Fun
man.
as that.
we got a question on the YouTube.
What,
Yeah,
what was the question, man? What was the question we
I'm
got?
about to find out. What's the question?
Oh, question?
Man, this
Oh,
is fun.
well, let's throw out there. Jacob says that guy's the best sports agent in the game.
Hey.
Shout out Jacob.
Check it.
So Adi, what is your key to success with signing high profile players with a relatively new agency?
Hey, man, if he gave you that answer,
I gotta find a new job now. Well, it's been fun being an agent.
See, I'm the gatekeeper right here, dog. This is my guy right here. Hey, man, just hustle, bro. You didn't hear what we said at the beginning? Just hustle, man.
Nah, you gotta sign low rank guys.
Yeah,
And go
man.
through the grind.
Go through the grind, bro.
I mean,
It's no trick to getting to that level.
Yeah.
It is hard
it's
work.
Yeah.
Like I tell Michael Jordan, man, you didn't see him working out. You didn't see his workouts.
Nah,
You saw the result.
I'm gonna say-
People are so fixated on the result. They don't want to go through the work. They don't even respect the work that it takes to get to be Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant or Mark Clayton
No doubt.
or Jonas Bull or an
Or
Adie von
J.A.
Gontard,
You know what
or
I'm saying?
Jay. Like they don't respect the grind. So it's just grind it out, man, and believe in yourself more than anybody else can. But
See, that's what
The best part of the agency is there's never the same day twice. I mean, and it's always about. Same thing in sports though. It's always about adapting. Like even Michael Jordan, Mark Clayton on the football field, you couldn't do the same thing every single day. Like it's always, well, I got to change this. I got to be quicker on my feet. I got to first step. I got to be able to break off the defensive back, right?
Whatever
Like
it
it's
is.
always something different.
Yeah.
Same thing in I'm NBA certified, so on basketball, it's not great. Here's a script, so we just go after a guy and recruit him this way, and it's great.
Everybody can do it.
Every single thing is different. So this might work for one guy and completely not like, hey, you're great at this, but this guy's great at this.
Right.
But you're both wide receivers. It's completely different.
Hey, were you willing to die for this, bro?
Yeah, I'm willing to die for this.
Yeah. So that's the key. That's the secret to it. I was watching something
Because
with
it's
my
not
son
work.
about
Because it's just a passion. It's a passion, and
bro.
that's the best part of you're waking up to doing something you love.
Hey,
Definitely, the passion definitely comes through. I do a lot with innovation stuff.
Yeah.
And that, you mentioned breaking the rules.
Yeah.
And there is an element of, like you said, of constantly having to change and update what you're doing, but it's not, like it's not, okay, let's break the rules just to, let's do something different just to be different.
It's just curiosity and why.
You need to be, you need to make the changes. You need to be curious. You need to think, you constantly be asking why, but it needs to be focused on, okay, why am I still doing this thing that doesn't add any value?
Mm-hmm.
Why am I doing this thing that doesn't work? What if I did this thing and
it did?
And tried? Yeah. I mean, what if I tried something different than anybody else is doing, and it's the big thing?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not. Yes, that's just me.
Hey, be willing to look like a fool, man. If you're not willing to look like a fool and fall on your face, do something else. You know what I mean? If you don't believe in it that much,
that really
it takes time to build a foundation.
Yeah. Period, bro.
But he really did ask Adie. He didn't really ask us.
Yeah,
You can hear us talk about this.
But this is my guy right here. So
to that point, to your question,
I can't let him give you the A1
I want to say respect to Adie because he put a lot of work in to starting not at the top, but down here and really building a foundation, bro. Like he built a foundation, and because of that, here we are.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I would say just reiterate what you said at the very beginning, which about grinding it out, taking $100 here and
that's
$200
crazy.
here.
Yeah. To think,
you know what it like.
To think, right? You know what I'm saying? So that's
call me like, yo.
That's humbling for me.
Yeah.
I took that nugget. That's humbling for me, bro. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
That's awesome.
And man, I couldn't be more happy to have you on, man.
Awesome.
Hey, I can't use the terminology I used before the show, but this is his first time on the show, man.
That's fun as that.
And I hope you enjoyed it, bro, man. I'd love to have you back anytime.
Absolutely, bro.
And we'll talk offline afterwards, bro, to set some things up for future, endeavors and whatnot. But, bro, like,
awesome.
I've had a great time with you today, man. Young Moolah, baby!
Hey,
had to get it out one time, one time. But, hey, I hope y'all enjoyed this show, man. We'll see y'all next week. Same bet. Location, maybe a different time, but it's gonna be around Noonish. You already know that, baby. Right. But we had a great time. Thank you guys for joining us again today.
Absolutely,
and we'll see you next week.
Later,
12ish.
Hey Ross, sauce it up. Whoa. I've been feeling the love, I've been feeling the vibe. I hope they can feel all the passion I put in it, and you see it in my eyes. Yeah, I'm coming up, you see the rise. So come out and play, I don't see the need to hide. I feel like I'm the last man standing. 4, 5, sitting on my dresser like a bandit. Oh my, why you scared? There ain't no need to panic. I ain't on the wave, that could sink the tide.